The gymnasium scoreboard glared red, 65-24. 2 minutes remained in a slaughter.
99 games. I've watched every single one from this exact spot.
1 year ago, he'd missed an open layup that cost them the finals. He never started again.
Stay on that bench, Kaito. You are not fit to wear the jersey.
Look at the ghost on the bench. Even the ball feels lighter without him touching it.
Why does the coach keep him trapped there? It's like a punishment from another world.
Kaito's left pupil flickered, a sliver of crimson, vanishing before anyone could see.
I feel it, something cracking inside me, like a cage rattling.
The final horn sounded. Another loss, and another game. Kaito never left the bench, but as the coach passed the bench, his cold stare held something deeper than disappointment. Fear.
You are a curse, Kaito. Every game you sit on that bench, we get crushed.
Kaito didn't answer. He picked up his scattered bag as his teammates' laughter echoed off the lockers.
The captain doesn't even waste his breath yelling at you anymore.
Why does it feel like I am being watched by something with sharp teeth?
In the empty locker room, Kaito stood before the mirror. His reflection darkened. He spun around. No one, only the flicker of fluorescent lights and a cold draft. That night, his dreams pulled him into a cavern of bone and shadow, an ancient throne room.
You've endured 99 humiliations, vessel. Now claim the power that is your birthright.
I didn't ask for this. What are you?
He woke gasping, his left eye searing. The demon's laughter still rang in his skull. The next practice, Kaito sat at the edge of the bench, a ghost in his own jersey.
A wild pass screamed toward his head. No time to think.
His left eye erupted crimson. Time snapped into syrup, the ball drifting toward him. His hand moved on instinct, snatching the ball from the air and spinning it on one finger. Every player froze. The squeak of shoes died. All eyes locked on the impossible catch.
Not yet. The seal wasn't supposed to break this early.
Kaito dropped the ball as if it burned. He pressed his palm against his eye, a choked gasp escaping.
It's like my skull is splitting open. Make it stop.
Get back on that bench, Kaito. Don't touch a ball until I say otherwise.
But the coach's voice trembled. It wasn't discipline that drove the command. It was terror.
Yui knelt beside him in the dusty storage closet. I saw your eye glow, Kaito. That wasn't normal.
His trembling hand held a basketball, dark threads of energy coiling around his fingers like restless snakes.
She can't know. If anyone finds out, I am already a monster.
I am not scared of you. Yui's voice was steady. Though her knuckles whitened on her clipboard, there are rumors. A demon's eye that appeared here decades ago. It drained a player until he vanished.
Vanished? Kaito's voice cracked. The dark threads pulsed, tightening around his wrist.
We have to find out if it's connected. I'll help you search the archives tonight.
For a long moment, he just stared at her. This girl who refused to run from his personal nightmare.
If I lose control, promise you'll get out of the way.
She nodded, but in the reflection of his eye, the crimson glow did not fade. The school archives reeked of mothballs and rust. Their flashlight beams cut through decades of silence.
This team photo, the star player, his eyes are burning red, just like yours.
Mysterious injury ends Akira's career. Player disappears, tucked behind the page. A torn journal entry fluttered loose, its ink stark and frantic. The king's eye demands 99 sacrifices before it will fully open.
99. That's exactly how many games I've been forced to watch.
The scoreboard from every loss flashed through his mind. A countdown he never knew he was living.
Kaito, this wasn't bad luck. Someone did this to you on purpose.
His hand convulsed. Purple veins of light crawled up his wrist, mirroring the journal's sketch. The symbol beneath their feet, an eye wearing a crown, had already begun to etch itself into the floorboards. That night, Kaito sat alone in the deserted gym. The silence shattered with a voice from inside his skull.
99 benches, 99 humiliations. The pact is complete, boy. Now you belong to me.
His left arm jerked upward, moving against his will. An invisible ball danced at his fingertips. The ghostly dribble accelerated, a blur of afterimages no human hand could match. purple veins bulged along his forearm as the demon puppeteered his body. Then his phone blared. Yui's name. The arm dropped, the phantom motion ceasing. Her worried voice pushed the darkness back, anchoring him to the world. Shaken, Kaito understood. The demon sought his body. He had to master the eye or lose himself. Night after night, he practiced alone. Each activation sharpened his skill but left him gasping, older in his bones. By dawn, he would collapse on the court, a hollow shell. But the progress was undeniable.
Enough hiding, bench warmer. Face me one-on-one. Unless you are scared the curse will show.
I am still benched. Coach said, I can't touch a ball.
But the coach's cold voice cut through. Play him, Kaito. Show us what you've been practicing in secret. As Kaito stepped onto the court, time fractured. His first crossover left Ren grasping at a ghost.
He just walked through me. I couldn't even touch the ball.
Kaito's body moved on instinct. Every feint, every spin, a muscle memory carved from nights of agony. Then, Ren's fist connected with Kaito's jaw. Blood painted the hardwood.
Enough. Both of you. Get off my court before I suspend you both.
As Kaito wiped the blood from his lip, Ren's glare held something new, fear. The gym fell silent. Then the whispers. It's true, the demon on the bench.
The whole team is terrified of you now. Even Ren won't meet my eyes. But I am not abandoning you.
She slid a crumpled photograph from her clipboard, a secret she had hidden until this moment.
Coach Takashi. He is wearing a demon mask, standing beside Akira. It was a ritual.
He knew all along, Kaito. Every bench, every insult, it was feeding the eye.
The photo crumbled in his fist. He stormed out of the locker room, shoving past Yui.
Wait. If you confront him now, you do not know what it might awaken.
Zagan's laughter boomed inside his skull, shaking the walls of his sanity.
Break the seal, boy. Unleash me. Let the coach taste the pain he brewed.
If I go in there, the demon will seize control. I will lose everyone.
He stopped, fist trembling against the doorframe. The coach's office waited, but Kaito did not knock. Kaito chose patience over fury. He and Yui found the school's ancient janitor in the boiler room. The old man spoke of Akira, unstoppable until the demon took him. After the 99th game, he vanished, leaving only a sealed box. He pressed the box into Kaito's hands. No one ever came for it. Find your answers.
Inside was a notebook branded with the same eye symbol. Kaito, this is a manual for your power.
The Demon King's Dribble Eye awakens after 99 sacrifices of dignity. Once open, it can be transferred, but only to a vessel whose spirit is broken.
The benching was a ritual. Coach broke my spirit so Zagan could take root.
The book listed phantom crossovers, time-bending vision, and a move that stole a defender's will, each costing a fragment of soul.
If Akira vanished after the ritual, maybe he escaped instead of passing the eye on. There might be a loophole.
I won't be a pawn for Zagan or Coach. I'll master this curse and break the cycle myself.
The symbol beneath them throbbed with purple light, as if the notebook's secrets were feeding its hunger.
Kaito, my office. Now.
Kaito walked through the dark hall alone. Yui called after him, but he raised a hand and kept moving. The office reeked of old candle wax. Occult symbols covered every available surface.
I was Akira's teammate. The demon lived in me before I forced it into him to save my own skin.
His voice cracked, and for a moment, Kaito saw the old man as a prisoner himself.
I engineered your 99 benches. Every humiliation was a ritual to break your spirit and make you a vessel. But there is one way out. Master the Eye, win nationals, and the ritual will seal Zagan forever.
He's begging me to save him. After everything, can I even trust this? Why should I believe you? You destroyed my life to cover your own failure.
I am not asking as your coach. I am begging as a failure. Please, save my soul.
You forced a demon into me to save your own skin. I should end you right here.
Do it. Then, hate me all you want, but save yourself. That's the only thing that matters now.
Stop. Both of you. Kaito, this isn't the way. If you let rage control you, Zagan wins.
He destroyed my life. Everything I am is because of his cowardice.
I know, but revenge won't free you. We need a plan, and honestly, we need his knowledge.
Kaito's grip slackened. He shoved the coach away, breathing hard, the crimson in his eye dimming to a flicker.
Fine. You'll teach me every secret of the eye. And Yui stays out of danger, completely.
Agreed. I'll give you every scrap of knowledge I have. It's the only penance left for me.
The next day, the real training began. Basketball drills twisted with dark rituals, a brutal fusion of sport and exorcism. In the mental realm, Zagan watched from his throne, the chains loosening slightly. A silent promise of the war to come. Over the following weeks, Kaito's control sharpened. He could activate Phantom Crossover without collapsing, but Zagan's whispers grew sharper, sliding into his thoughts like broken glass. During a scrimmage, Kaito drove past a defender. His eye flared, a crimson flash nobody missed. His elbow collided with a teammate's face. Blood speckled the floor. The gym fell silent.
Kaito, off the court. You are a danger to everyone you touch right now.
I didn't even feel it. The demon moved before I could stop myself.
He sat alone on the bench, head in hands, while the rest of the team practiced. Tournament in 3 days.
Kaito, please talk to me. We can figure this out together. You don't have to face it alone.
Stay away, Yui. I don't trust myself not to hurt you next. Just leave me alone.
He walked out into the empty gym at midnight, alone, the weight of the curse pressing heavier than ever.
I recorded every practice. You never stopped fighting, so I won't either.
In the grainy footage, she saw the ghost of a smile, a memory of who he could be. She pressed a folded towel into his hands, a small warmth against the cold night.
Hold on to me. Your fear isn't weakness. It's the only thing keeping you human.
The crimson in his eyes steadied. No longer a predator's fire, but a quiet ember.
The video showed his silhouette, dribbling until dawn, never quitting. A ghost of a smile touched his lips, and even the night held its breath. Her touch anchored him. A tether the demon's rage could not snap. Light bloomed where their fingers met. Not crimson, but warm gold, pushing back the purple veins.
For the first time since this nightmare began, Zagan had nothing to say.
The regional tournament began under bright lights. Kaito remained on the bench, but his calm unnerved the opposition. The semi-final, a collision under the basket. Ren crumpled, clutching his knee, his scream slicing through the roar. The doctor's words fell like a verdict. Ligament tear. Ren would not play the final.
Kaito, the final is in 2 days. Without Ren, we're nothing. Are you ready to carry this team?
His gaze drifted to Yui in the stands, her knuckles white on the railing. Then to Ren on crutches, teeth gritted. I'll play. And I'll use every ounce of this curse to bring us victory.
The seal will be tested as never before. If Zagan breaks through, you may lose yourself entirely.
At last, a stage worthy of the Demon King's Dribble. Let the world tremble before my power.
I won't lose. I have an anchor now. Something stronger than your chains.
2 days later, the final loomed, a clash where the cost of winning might be more than a trophy. The championship final began with roaring chaos. Kaito stayed on the bench, watching his team fall behind, quickly, helplessly.
Kaito, get in there. We're down 15 and bleeding points.
He stepped onto the court, the weight of 99 benched games pressing on his shoulders. But this time, he welcomed it. His left eye ignited crimson, pupils narrowing to slits. The world slowed to syrup. Every defender's movement traced bright neon paths in his vision. With a flick of his wrist, he threaded a no-look pass through a collapsing defense. The ball kissed the shooter's hands, and the net snapped. Again and again, he broke double teams, leaving after images like shattered glass. The deficit melted with each impossible play, but with each activation, purple veins crawled further up his neck, pulsing with demonic hunger.
Yes, push harder. Let me taste the court through your eyes.
By the third quarter's end, the score was tied. Kaito stood panting, his jersey soaked, his humanity fraying at the edges.
More. The best is yet to come. Don't you dare hold back now.
The fourth quarter bled down to 2 minutes. Kaito's vision warped with exhaustion, the ball thumping like a living heart.
Finally, a crack in your will. This body is mine now.
Kaito's scream twisted into a roar not his own. His eye blazed black-red, veins erupting across his face. Inside his mind, he stood before a throne of bone, chains dragging at his wrists.
You are merely the container. I am the king. Bow, and I might let you watch.
Glass and metal exploded as the backboard shattered. The ball tore through the net with a demonic howl. Zagan's shadow loomed over the court, and the crowd's roar turned to panicked screams. The whistle shrieked, technical foul. Kaito dropped to his knees, clutching his head. In the mental realm, Kaito strained against the chains, a single golden thread still glowing in his chest.
He clung to that warmth, the promise of an anchor. He would not let go.
The golden thread in his chest flared, searing through the chains. Zagan's laughter choked.
Accept me willingly, and I'll grant victory you never imagined. Then, you serve.
I'd rather lose forever as Kaito than win 1 second as your slave.
From the stands, a voice cut through the abyss. Yui's desperate cry.
Kaito, I believe in you. Fight for yourself, not for victory.
Her voice coiled into chains of pure light, wrapping around the demon's wrists.
You are not a king. You are just a parasite, and I am cutting you out.
He seized the crown of horns and shattered it against the throne. The mental world erupted into white. On the court, Kaito's eyes flew open. The crimson rage had drained, leaving only a quiet ring. The technical foul remained, but within, Zagan's roar had fallen silent. The eye was his. The scoreboard burned, 88-89. 3 seconds left. Timeout. Coach drew a play, but Kaito's gaze was already detached. Seeing something deeper, he caught the inbounds pass. 2 defenders pinched him immediately. He closed his eyes. Every benched game, Yui's smile, the coach's broken plea, it all flared behind his lids.
This power is mine now, not a curse, but a weapon I choose to wield.
The world slowed. He crossed over in a blur, leaving after images that confused space itself. He rose for the jumper, every ounce of his agony packed into that single release. The buzzer screamed. The ball kissed the rim, spinning eternally in the silence. The scoreboard flatlined at 0. The entire arena held its breath. The ball hung on the rim, a universe of consequence balanced on an inch of iron. The ball teetered once more, then gravity decided. It fell through the net as the horn blared. The arena detonated. Strangers hugged, banners waved, the roar of physical force. Kaito's legs gave out. He crashed to his knees, tears and sweat carving clean tracks. His teammates swarmed, hoisting him onto their shoulders, a throne of arms for number 99. On crutches, Ren stood at the sideline. Then his hands came together, a slow, deliberate clap. Coach Takashi sank to his knees, his shoulders shaking with sobs 30 years overdue. Yui burst onto the court, laughing and crying, grabbing Kaito's hand and not letting go.
Ren is clapping. He never claps. This was about more than just a game.
Forgive me. I finally kept my promise.
The scoreboard flickered, 90-89. The impossible had become real. The celebration faded. Kaito sat alone on the empty court, the trophy a cold weight beside him. He gazed at his reflection in the polished floor. The crimson ring in his eye gleamed back, undeniable.
We will always be together, Kaito. A king and his crown.
Then learn to live with it, Zagan. No more cages for either of us.
He rose, the sound of his sneakers echoing in the vast, hollow arena. He picked up the ball and let it bounce once. The sound was sharp, clean, unbroken. The crimson ring pulsed softly, then steadied. No struggle, no pain, just presence.
This is who I am now. And for the first time, that doesn't terrify me.
He tucked the ball under his arm and began walking toward the tunnel. The trophy remained, a glint of gold in the silent dark, witness to a demon king who chose to share his throne. A week later, the team gathered in the sunlit gym. Coach Takashi held the captain's band, his hands steady for the first time in years.
Kaito, You carried us when we were broken. Now carry this. You are the new captain.
He slipped the band over Kaito's arm. The gym echoed with applause.
I was wrong about you. You are not a curse. You are the strongest of us all.
They shook hands, and something heavy finally lifted from Ren's shoulders. Then the team formed a huddle, hands stacking in the center, Kaito's at the heart.
We've got a title to defend. Let's make it ours, together.
The team roared, their shouts shaking the rafters. No longer a divided group, but a single pulse. Yui watched from the sideline, her clipboard forgotten, a tear of pure joy tracing her cheek. Kaito caught her eye and nodded, a silent promise that the bench was finally, truly empty. Late evening, after practice, Kaito and Yui walked the quiet streets together. They stopped at the old outdoor court, cracked concrete lit by a single flickering streetlight.
I used to practice here alone, in the rain. I would have drowned without you, Yui.
You never needed saving, Kaito. I just reminded you of the strength you already had.
A light drizzle began, painting the court with shimmering reflections of the city lights. Kaito opened his palm. The faint ritual symbol that had burned for so long was now barely a ghost. He smiled, a quiet, unburdened smile, and closed his fingers around the empty air.
It's lighter. I can live with this.
Yui fell into step beside him, their shoulders almost touching as the city glowed gold and pink around them. Ahead, the lights of the gym flickered on, a new season and a new Kaito.